Hi guys, how are you? Happy New Year's Eve! Well, Happy New Year! Today I'm going to do a redraw of a drawing I did in 2019. I did this drawing I did when I was 15 years old, and I'm very happy with the progress I did, but I didn't manage to do it in camera because I was back at home during the holidays. So I really wanted to do one here with you guys, and I took pictures of a few of my drawings because I didn't want to bring my old sketchbooks with me because I have very limited space with me. Let's go and try and choose one. So the options we have is this one, which you can see profiles were not my strong suit. I also used to like to draw outfits, so this might be an option. I was really happy with this gal. And this is also another one, another outfit, very emo kinda. And this lady here, and I want to do this one because I already did the profile, so I think one of these. I don't know which one though. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one for some reason. I'm gonna go with this one.
I started the sketch and I was a bit stumped with which one to do, because I knew I wanted to do another one other than the angel one, but since all of these were so focused on outfits, I didn't want to just do that again, because I barely draw outfits anyway now. I tried to do sort of a pose with the fan, trying to take advantage of it, even though I didn't do a full body, just because I wasn't feeling it. And I honestly feel quite rusty in drawing lately, and you can see here that hands have been my absolute nemesis. And I hate that I feel so out of practice with hands. There was a time that I was okay with them, but this time I don't know what's going on. I just have to practice them way more. I have to practice drawing in general. It's been a mess lately. I don't know why. I think I'm at a point that I want to change my style a little bit, and I even been trying to do more digital, and that makes me feel way lost because digital is not my strong suit. I do want to put a video up about digital, but maybe when I find myself a little bit more. Started out doing here just painting as usual. I use my Senellier Watercolors, my absolute babes. But I am considering buying some different brands just because I'm curious. I really liked how the fan turned out. I love this color, this sort of purplish. These purples have been my absolute favorite. These warmer tones, purples ones, almost magenta. They have been my absolute favorite to work with. And I realized my backdrop is not the most aesthetic. It's just a straight up piece of craft paper that I have to cover up my desk because it's made of glass. So I have it so it's not see-through. But I think I do want to try and make it a bit more pretty. I don't have any plants or anything else that I could be able to use to make it more pretty. So I don't know. I think I have to I have to think a bit more about the backdrop situation because I feel it's very unappealing. It was fun to do this challenge again, mostly because when I was 15, I was just trying to practice. I've always drew, but I never took it seriously enough. Like, I never had a goal. I think this was around the time when I started my DeviantArt. I think I started it maybe a few months later in 2009. And I remember I was so excited to share my work, my doodles with everyone else that was out there. And it wasn't a lot of people. I don't even remember how many people I had looking at my stuff, but not a lot. But I remember it was the part where I had more growth, because you can even tell that from the drawing I did, the angel one, It was in the beginning of 2009. That's a difficult word to say. And the ones that I'm doing the redraw are from later on the year, and you can already see a big step up, mostly in the faces and everything else. And I started to trying using color, so you could tell that that's when I started to get more serious, or at least trying to get more serious. I really wanted to, I don't know, I didn't have a goal at the time of becoming an artist, illustrator. I've always just liked drawing outfits, and I was just enjoying them. It's really funny to see the difference, and even the supplies. Like, I didn't know how to use watercolor by this point. I think I've only used like the little chalky kids sets, and the first one that I got was my Van Gogh, and I got it, I think, in 2010. 2010, yes, I think so, because it was when my brother went to university and we went to a shop in the capital, because there weren't any sets on sale at my hometown. Like, there was nothing. Now you can find maybe something, but there was absolutely nothing. So I was unaware of watercolor and I tried with pencil. I did quite a few of pencil. I remember doing studies of birds, of jewels. I remember just trying so hard to practice, and to get where I am now, I feel like I still need a lot of practice. I don't feel happy at all with my style, which I think no one ever is. We're always trying to grow. It's definitely different from what I did 10 years ago, gladly. It's good that it is different. If it was exactly the same, I would be very sad, because it would mean I had come nowhere. But it's good. I grew a lot in those 10 years. I mean, I passed from a teenager to a full-on adult, even though I don't feel a full-on adult. But I am trying my best to be one, even though I'm failing. ...2019 was a weird year for me. I started it out unemployed, and then I got a job at like a car shop, and I know absolutely nothing about cars. I lasted like a month. Yeah, and then I got a big commission for this company I used to work to do like 7 paintings. I did a vlog about it. It's terrible, but I really wanted to put it up anyway. And I did the paintings for them, and then I ended up working with them. All of this while my boyfriend was in another city. He had moved a year ago. At that time he had moved a year ago from our house, and we were having a long distance relationship. We had one for about a year and a half. So when I ended up that contract, I moved to where we are now, a little bit more up north. And it's a very small city. I know very little people here, and I don't really like it here, but it was something I did for our relationship, to be with him. We have been together, we'll be together for 5 years now in February. So even though I left my friends and I really miss them, I am going to see them next week, and I'm very excited to see them. I miss them so much, and I'm excited to be in the big city again. I hated it when I first started there, but I got used to it, and I'll miss that rush, that sort of, I don't know, adrenaline. Okay, so I did not speak at all about the painting, and here's the final result. It's not perfect, and I think I could have done a little bit better, especially with the hands, but here is past Bia, who was filming this, to talk about a little bit about more the piece and everything else. So See you guys, and here's to filming Bia.
This is the final result. I'm not sure how I feel about it, honestly. I'm having a weird phase with hands, ironically. And I just feel I'm very stuck with them, so I don't like the part of the hands. But it's not a bad drawing comparing to the other one. I mean, I've learned more techniques in the 10 years that I did the other drawing. The other drawing was done with pencil and it was pretty basic, no shading, no everything else. And I learned I'm not good at pencil, so I learned to let it go. And in those, I think I started using watercolor for the first time maybe a year after that drawing, because that's when I first got my watercolor kit. My first ever kit was a Winsor & Newton. Or was it a Van Gogh? It was a Van Gogh. A pretty normal student grade Van Gogh one. And I don't know, I think it turned out okay. I think I would have been happy with something else, more. But it was a try, and I really, even though I already did this guy here, I really wanted to do something with you. And I think this one turned out way better, but I did do a bunch of sketches for it. I planned it a lot more, and the thing that I think always turns out a little worse is I didn't do it on camera, and painting on camera kind of scares me still. So I think I was way more heading towards success with that one than this one, but it's still not bad. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you had a lovely holiday, that you had fun with your family. If you don't celebrate the holidays, that you still have the lovely time, and that you had a great 2019, and that 2020 will treat you even better. 2019 was a weird year for me, and I'm looking forward to see what this one brings. So let me know in the comments what you learned in this past decade, whether be it on life, in art. Just let me know a lesson that you think really stuck with you in this last decade. Give it a like if you want, it really means a lot to me. And subscribe if you're interested. I am trying to do a video per week. Last week I didn't manage to do one because I was home and I honestly forgot to bring my camera, so I didn't do anything. Otherwise I would have been able to film the angel one. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!